Hola, buenos dias. Hello. Good morning. This is Andy Weston in the matrix systems right now, going through the hydraulic systems, through the electronic systems, through the energy systems, through the systematical body and ego systems right now. So we're all on circuitry levels right now. And there's questions about how do we use our connected energy force going through our hydraulic systems. So basically, I drew out a diagram. It took me a bit of a long time, but I just want to formulate and let everybody know what's going on with the electrical systems. You have to understand your circuitry systems, and everything is connected through the mind and the brain systems. So I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers and all the fantastic resonance that's going around through its connection energy wires. There's so much love, so much abundance, and so much unconditional love as we're bringing everything through its force, and the force is getting stronger and stronger every single day. So again, thank you very much for subscribing to my channel and all for the wonderful viewers out there. It's great to know they have that love and support. It really means a lot. So thank you very much. So like I said, it's Sunday. It's early morning, and there's a lot of things I have to go on. They're going to be doing. Hey, Ash, how you doing? How's it going? It's good to see you. Yeah, I'm just going to go through the force winds right now. We're going through the hydraulic systems, and everybody has to understand how to use their body and ego systems through their electronic defense systems. Everything today is electronic. It's understanding how to use your circuitry levels through line defense and security defenses and everything around its body systems. You have to understand how the mind and the brain frequencies work with its circuitry levels. Okay, so I'm glad you're doing well. I hope you're meditating, keeping your formations, keeping your cleansing, going inside and out. So basically, like I said, it's extremely important to know that people have to understand how to use their perceptions through dimensional sets, and those dimensional sets are through the point centers. Once you get your point centers through the shapes, numbers, and letters, then you'll get a true understanding of how to focus and how to use your circuitry levels, okay, two-dimensional realms, okay? So once you activate that through its movements, it creates a new vibrational level, okay? And then it's on its continuous force through the harmonic system, and that's how you get your balance, and that's how you get your focus, and that's how you get that energy electronic ball that you see, okay? So that's the answer to your question. But like I said, you have to know everything through its circuitry levels. It's extremely important because everything connects through its gravity center, and the gravity center is its gravitational pull. And that's where you have to get connected with your 12 divisional lines of your chakra formations, or your 7, okay? But you have to know your gravity centers because they all connect through the circuitry levels, okay, of the hydraulic systems, everything through the body and ego systems, okay? So everybody has to know that, especially now because we're light formations, and these light formations that you are pertaining in yourself, you're trying to get your body base into the antimantium. Okay, so you want to get that solar connection energy power so you can get up to the space continuum of its continuance. Okay, so you can understand radio signals, you can understand communication wave and patterns. Everything is going to be formulating, okay, through its cycles. Okay, hold on one sec. So when we cycle those divisions, everything through its electronic force is going to go through its kinetic energy force. So I just basically want to show you this. Just found out that wow. Oh, okay, great. Well, congrats on that. Hope everything goes well. Especially now, but it's good to know that you have your meditation, keep you going forward with that. And that's going to give you, its protection around everything through its energy fields and its energy source. So I just want to help everybody know that they're very supportive and they're very protective through their energy systems and their energy cycles. So basically, Just one little thing I have to do. This diagram is a lot. So trying to understand it it's pretty complicated, right? But I think you get the gist of it. I'll just show you the diagram, and then I'll explain exactly what the body and ecosystem is and what it pertains to, and how to use it through its electronic interference, and how to use its connection wires through its gravity centers. So, wow, it's a really busy day here. So basically, this is what it is. I'll show you. Okay. Now, this is a lot. Okay. This is what pertains to the body and ecosystem, how it goes on so many different levels of its gravity, of its centers. Okay. So I know it looks complicated, right? But I'm just showing you exactly what's in the body system once you go through the hydraulic system, because everybody's connected through the circuitry systems. Once you become a light formation, this is how everything's connected through its systems. Okay. So everything is line divided. Okay. Everything has its point centers through its gravity centers. Okay. And its connection of its energy systems. Okay. So it's complicated, but basically we're going to start off with acceleration speed. Okay. That's the acceleration speed is its location and use everything through its communication devices. This is high rise all divisional levels of its force. Okay, then you have the body coolants. Okay, so I don't know, it's kind of complicated, right? But I'll try my best here. But hopefully it's not backwards. Okay, hopefully it's not backwards. But anyway, the body coolants are inside the body system. Okay, and everything in it is the brain electronic energy circuitry systems, which is up here. Okay, anything pertaining up here in its solar surface, because you're getting connected through space continuum. Okay, so you have the mind frame systems and its energy systems, which is on the opposite side. Okay, everything is through the brain systems. Okay, and then you have the perception, and then you have the third eye. Okay, right here. Okay, and then you got the mind brain systems. Okay, which is on the top. Okay, and anything above it is the solar connection energy. So as you're going through its body coolants, okay, which is in the ecosystem, it's connecting right now, okay, to the body capacitors of its components, which is at the bottom. Okay, goes up here. Anything in here is the body coolants, body systems, and heat condensers. Everything is provided. Okay, this helps you out when you travel. So it's basically traveling. Anything below is its gravity center and its gravitational pull. Okay. These are the hand formations, okay? Those are used for community of its, just basically getting to know people. You use it through electronic interference and its connection energy wave, okay? So there's a lot going on here. There's the voicing grids, okay? Everybody knows that. The third eye, you understand that. And then you have the brain waving systems. Anything above that, you have to understand its mind systems through its open frequencies, right? Okay, and then you have the antimantium panels, which is on the outer surface of its arm. Okay, that's what we work on through its panels. So you have to know the inside and outside of a body capacitor, of its body systems through the body and ecosystems. Okay. So like I said, once I get all the drawings out and I finish all the paper, I'll put them on my channel so you guys can get point forms of what's going on through the body and systems, and how it energizes everything through its surface. Okay, so it has its gravity surface. Okay, and don't forget its energy fields, right? Energy fields, most important. Because without the energy field, you can't operate your circuitry systems. Because everything is connected, everything is line connected. Okay, so I know it looks very complicated. Very complicated, right? But there's a lot going on right now when it comes to the body and ecosystems. So, but everything line formates, everything is point center, okay? Shows you exactly what everything is and how it operates through space and its continuance. Okay? So, Basically, hopefully you got a review of that, but I'll show you exactly what it is. The brain frequencies and the calibration systems is full connection waves of its mind systems. Okay, so you're going through the mind frame energy systems, which connect to the brain frequency systems, and everything in the mind brain systems is connection through the third eye systems. Everything's connected to the voice gradient systems. So everything is connected. Okay, it's very important to understand your audio signals are connected through the radio signals. It's very important to understand your panels of anything through its antimantium is its full connection of its body systems. And you have to understand its glowing mechanism, and everything through its inner surface is your energy field, which is blue. Anything the outer surface is the protection grid, which is green. Okay, that's the protection that you use through your body surface, through its body's connection of its ego surface. And then you have the body capacitors. Okay, that basically, it tells you that the wind factors it's going through, its traveling mechanism, northern, western, southern, eastern hemispheres, stratospheres, and anything through its connection of its ground formations. And then you have the gravity center. Gravity center is very important because you're communicating all wavelengths, okay, throughout its body from top to bottom, okay? So then you have the brain electronic energy circuitry systems, okay? That is the connection energy wave to the mind brain waving systems and the energy systematical systems that are connected through the body coolants. Body coolants are connected to the heat condensers. Heat condensers are telling you exactly the spaces that you're going in through its parallels of its heat planets. So you got to make sure that you line divide and stay within that distance. You don't want to get too close to those planets because they're very hot. So that's where you have to understand its communication levels through partnership, all right? Because the heat condensers have different planets that are rising on so many different heat signatures, okay? Because you do have a heat signature, okay? So you're a flying planet system of a solar system of body and ego system. That's what you are, okay? And then you have the acceleration of the speed, the velocity of everything through its continuous. That's where it comes into the location grid. So you have to get an understanding what's going on with its body capacitors and its compartments, because the compartments are connected to the coolants, and the coolants formulate its speed. So if you want too fast and you overload your system, you have coolants, okay? Well, you know, you kind of like put beer in a coolant and it cools it down. That's exactly what it is. It keeps it cold, right? So it doesn't override its systems, because everything is connected through the brain frequency and the calibration systems. Those calibration systems are high rise in its circuitry systems, okay? And you got to make sure that your ecosystems are balanced between the gravity centers, okay, and everything through its connection of its electronic interference, because everything connected, everything's connected. So basically, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. But everything is connected through the solar body systems, okay? Because you're going through its space continuum, through its communication of its radio signals. So basically, that's what it is. But I'll show you one more time. But that's exactly what it is. That's how everything is connected. It's pretty fascinating now, eh? Once you understand how to use your body systems through your circuitry systems, everything is going to work out through its hydraulic systems, because everything has to line connect, okay? So, but that's what's in the matrix systems, the galactic higher self or the higher self. So, oh, great. That's good. That's good. I'm glad it's not back, because we had problems with the very beginning with its illustration of its drawing. So I wanted to make sure that it's going clear. But Trisha, I answered your question about the what's going on with the hydraulic systems and the circuitry systems. You have to know how to use your perception systems. Everything is getting a lot more difficult now, more complicated, because now you have to communicate on all levels. Because once you go into space continuum, they know exactly their formation. They understand their communication levels. They understand their vibrations, okay? And they understand their frequency levels. Because everybody rides on a different frequency level through their harmonic systems, okay? So that's why it's very important to understand what this is, okay? The in and out of its body and ego systems, and how it's all connected through its hydraulic energy circuitry systems, okay? So when you're using your perception and you want to connect and you want to see what's going on, you have to understand how to see the energy. If you can see the energy, you're seeing the information, okay, of the intelligence. Remember I was saying that when you're drawing something like a mechanism, everything formulates through a mechanism. Okay, so you have a triangle, like this, basic triangle. Okay, now what you can do anything you want with that triangle. You can go back surface, forward surface, side-winded surface. It doesn't matter, but you have to understand its line formations. Okay, now it's on the top. Okay, you can also put one on the bottom. It's fascinating stuff when you're not line formate. When you're in the matrix grid systems, you're high-rise on so many different dimensional levels. Okay, so basically, we got something like this. Okay, now it's getting complicated, right? So you got to make sure that everything line formates. Okay, so you do another triangle and then another triangle. So basically, it kind of looks like this. Okay. All right. Now, you should be able to see a letter in there. Does anybody see a letter? You should see a letter. What's the letter? Anybody see the letter? It's an A. Okay. You see that? But that's what it is. And that's a star system. See? Now it's a star system. I think you guys are starting to understand now. So we'll go in a little bit more about its letters. Okay, I was going to go into that before with my last video, but it was too complicated. I wanted to get you going with its circuitry system. You have to understand the hydraulic systems, the body and ego system before you can connect in any way of its mind, brain, and electronic energy circuitry systems, because everything's connected to the brain frequencies of its open sequences. All right, so basically this is the A. Okay, remember I was telling you about shapes turn into letters? Well, this is what it is. It's an A. Okay. Once you guys understand that, then you understand what the matrix is, because it formulates in so many different numbers, letters, and shapes. Okay. All right. So there's the A. Okay. So we got the A out of a star system. See, this is a star system planet now. See, it's pretty powerful stuff, eh? So it's a star system. Okay, star system. Systems. Everything ends with an S. It has to, because it's on its continuous force. Okay, it's on its continuous force. Make sure it's an S all the time. Star systems, body and ego systems, because it always high rises through its continuous force. If it wasn't, it would be star system, right? It's not plural. It has to be plural because it's always riding on a different day through a different acceleration of a different time frequency, of a different frequency level, of a different acceleration of its time and its sequences. So everything has its components, okay? So that's a star system through its matrix system of its letter system and its connection energy wave of its point system. Pretty cool, man. This is so exciting. This is amazing. Love it. So we got 4 divisional lines. Okay, so we already know that. 4 point centers, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We already talked about this, point centers through dimensional sets. So it becomes its dimensional sightings. Now, believe it or not, it's not just 4. Because remember, you have to line divide everything through its cycles. Okay? It's very important to understand that. So once you understand that, then you understand everything through its connection. So basically, we had 4, right? 4 point centers. Now look how many point centers there are. You see what I'm saying? These are different dimensional realms through a star system connected through its A system. Okay, so now it becomes an A system. Okay, the A system. Okay, this is getting more complicated. This is getting more into the matrix. Okay, but you're getting a better understanding of what the matrix is and what I do on a day-to-day basis through its hydraulic systems. because I'm in the energy core of its illumination. Remember I told you about I rise to the angelic realm of its force and God systems. So now I'm going through the A systems. So I'm taking these letters, okay? Okay, I'm taking my mind-brain frequencies through its telekinesis, and I'm moving the A system from the star system, okay, to the virtual reality of its DNA structure systems, okay? So I'm changing its point systems through its different dimensional of its sets, through its point centers, okay? So that's what's happening right now. It's getting a lot more complicated now, guys, okay? It's extremely complicated, but I'm showing you what's going on. So let's see how many points we got here. So if we line divide it, let's see how many point centers we got. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12. So that's a 12th dimension in the star systems, which is connected through the A systems. So once we break that frequency code, we just broke the code, right? So broke the frequency code. Okay. Once you break the codes, then you understand what's going on through its matrix and its systems. It's very important to understand that every number, letter, and shape has its own frequency codes. Okay, so everything goes through its matrix grids, through its panels, and that one panel is division line. Okay, so you take those numbers through its centers, okay? You change it to another allocation, to a location, and then it becomes a communication line signal, okay? So the A system becomes a line signal. Okay, so we can use it for whenever you want. Okay, so the A system becomes line signals. So that's what it is, okay? Broken frequency codes through its A, through its star system, okay? So basically we have taken triangles, okay? We line divided to subdividing, okay? We turned it into a star system, okay? We broke the frequency code and we came into the A system. And now it becomes a radio signal through its communication line signal. Okay? So that's what it is. So that's what I'm working on right now, guys. But it's fascinating stuff once you understand what's going on through its point centers and its dimensional sets. But this is what it is. Okay? It's exactly what it is. It's understanding how to take shapes and how to use the point centers and how everything is line divided. So it's subdividing. It becomes a star system, and then you break the frequency codes and it becomes an A system. And you take that A system to a communication line of a radio signal. Okay? But that's what it is. That's how you communicate. Now that's how you have to understand everything through its brain frequencies and calibration systems. And that's how you break its frequency codes through the A systems or any kind of letter system of its systems. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I know it's getting complicated now, but oh boy. But how's everybody doing so far? Ash is doing good. The morning I came to see was in space. Everything I see, everything in the magnetic color and white star. I believe I saw a face that was breathtaking. Had smoke. I was going to say hi. Question. Once I see a letter in meditation with the spell of things to me, I've got a line of a word before it just appeared too fast. If anything appears and everything disappears too fast, Trisha, is because you're not communicating through your brainwaving systems. You have to know how to use your hydraulic energy systems because everything is connected through the magnetic of its force systems. Okay? So think of your body system as a magnetic wire, and you're trying to use your hand formations and communicate with that letter. Okay? So once you know how to use your brain system, of its mind frequency systems, you're waking everything up through its ego systems, okay? Because it's very important to understand point systems. Okay, these point systems are different dimensions. So once you understand how to use these dimensions, they're on different dimensional realms. And once you understand you're in a 12th dimension or 14th or 16th dimension, you know exactly how to break the frequency codes and come up with the A systems. And then it becomes a line formation of a communication line signal through a radio signal. Okay? But you got to get that focus. You got to know how to use your mind and brain system. Okay? It's very important to understand your mind frame. Now, the mind frame is connected through the point systems. Okay? These are the mind frames in the center. I should put that in there. Mind frame. Because everything connects in the body. Once you understand the body, once you understand the mind and the brain, everything connects. Okay? So this is how you use the mind frame through a triangle. Okay? All right. So now it's become a star system. Break the frequency codes and becomes an A system. You take that A system to the matrix and its grid system, and you use it for a communication line for a radio signal. Okay. But that's how everything is calibrated through its modifications and its calculations, through its line dividing and subdividing. We've already got into the line dividing and subdividing, right? This is going beyond its matrix and hydraulic system through the magnesium, okay, magnetic system. Because everything inside you is magnetic and hydraulic, and the energy system is connecting through its star system, okay? Because everything that you see, okay, through the point center is communication. Everything's communication through this. Okay? This is where you have to really understand how to use the mind and the brain system so you can get understanding of what's happening through its point systems. So that's what it is. Okay? Yeah, just keep trying. That's all you got to do is just keep trying. Anna, how you doing? Yeah, so I gave you a basic idea. It's getting more complicated now. Okay, so I hope that you guide yourself to its meditation methods and really, really try to understand what's going on with your galactic body systems through the ego systems. Okay, it's very important you understand what's going on now, because this, okay, this here, what you see is a chakra formation in your body systems. And that's what I mean by how it changes its activation codes. You have to understand its point centers and know exactly what communication level you're at through its chakra formation. Okay? Because everything is connected through the body systems of its gravity center. And that's why I did this. Okay? So now you know. But I know this is going way beyond anybody's head. But it's good though, because it's every day is something fresh in your mind. It's very important to know what's happening through your circuitry systems and how everything is connected through the body and ego systems, and how you come up with things like this in the mind braving systems. Okay? So it's powerful stuff, guys. It really is. It's trying to get connected with everything through its brain waving mind systems. There's so many different systems through the brain. It's unreal. But I'm trying to make it basic for you because you guys understand what point centers are. You know what dimensional sets are. You understand shapes. You know how to activate a shape. You know how to use a vibration. You know how to allocate it, put it in location. You know how to put it in the matrix and the grid systems. You know how to do two different parallels. So one through its graphing systems, okay? But everything that's connected through the point center is a waving pattern, okay? That's where it gets complicated, because you have to understand every point center is a dimensional set of a different dimensional realm, okay, that connects through its virtual reality, okay, of its numbers, letters, and shapes. Okay, so, and it's going, I don't know, this is way too complicated. And that's it. That's what the matrix is, guys. That's why it's so complicated. But I'm just giving you information on what you need to know and what you see yourself ahead once you understand how to use the mind-braving systems. Because everything has an open frequency of a radio signal, but you have to understand those point centers. You really do. And you have to understand your dimensional sets, because these are perceptions, right? And it's also good to know what level you're at through its velocity of acceleration of speed. What dimensional set are you at? Okay, and that's where you find its communication of its balance through its harmonic systems. Okay, it's very good to know exactly what vibration you're at through its energy field, what vibration you're at your vibration, what vibration are you at through your frequency, through the mind and the brain waving system. Okay, because everything has a connection device. Okay, so. But like I said, everything is getting a lot more complicated now. A lot more complicated. But yeah, never give up. Keep trying. Perseverance. Always try to, get connected with your body systems and try to find your communication levels through your balance. Because once you understand your frequency levels, you understand your vibration. Like I said, in my last videos, try to get connected with the sacred universal heart. What is it saying to you? Try to understand its vibration. Try to understand its balance. Try to understand its gravity center. Try to understand its electronic interference through its body systems. Okay? But like I said, guys and ladies, I have so much energy that goes into me now, it's unreal. And I have to illustrate it. It's very important that I illustrate it. Okay? That's the only way you guys are going to be able to adapt to your systems, through your mind waving systems. Because everything is connected through its patterns, okay, of its point systems. Now I'm getting a lot more powerful now. And like I said, every day I wake up, my energy cycles go through so many different matrix systems. But I just want to show you what happens when you go through the matrix hydraulic systems, and this is what you find. Okay? And it's very, very real in the mind-braving system. Okay? This is how complicated it is when you ride in space continuum, because everything is letters, numbers, and shapes. Everything. And that's how you formulate everything through a star system. And everything through its through this, you can use a plasmasium force field through an activation, cross-reference, and turn that into a dimension of its realm sets, okay, to another setting of a parallel. And that's how you go to the other side of its matrix, of its multiverse. Okay? But I don't want to get too complicated. I think one step at a time, but really try to understand how to use the mind and the brain and the telekinesis, because everything is through movements, not through activations. So, but I'm just showing you how you can go from breaking frequency codes to, the A systems, right? So, but it's great that you guys are communicating. That's great. But hopefully you guys get a better understanding. I don't expect you to know the knowledge of this. It's way, way above your head systems. But just get a basic understanding of what you need to do to get to that level. So meditate. Yeah. Normal routine. Yeah, no, I'm just going through my papers right now, and I get to take picture frames, and then I'll put them up on my YouTube channel. But yeah, I definitely think I should open up a community page for sure. That would be a great idea. If you can get the true understanding through its illustrations, then you get a better idea of what's going on through its activation. Now everything is created through vibration and movements. So, and that's how we locate ourselves through dimensional sets of its point centers, through the perceptions. So, I keep having dreams of what starts out looking like a red star and then get to the size of the moon and then gets so big it takes almost the whole sky with thickness outline, but still red. Okay, so you're formulating through the shape system right now, Ash. So you're getting connected energy waves through your patterns. You're finally getting through your patterns now. You understand the matrix. You're getting into the psychop systems right now, the shape shifting of its winds. That's great. So you're getting full balance right now through your traveling mechanisms. Good stuff. I thought I missed something. I went back and watched past videos. No, I don't think you missed anything, Trisha. I think you just have to understand how to use the electronic energy circuitry systems, okay? How you can see that perception. You have to go beyond your system, okay? You have the belief system. Now everybody has to go beyond its circuitry system, okay? That's where you have to use the mind-braving system and actually see what's inside your body. Like, what is inside my body? You have panels, you have electronic systems, you have energy systems, body capacitors, gravity centers, you got chakra formations, you got brain electronic energy circuitry systems, you got ecosystem compartments, you have acceleration speed, you got body coolants, you got brain frequencies, you have calibration systems, you got mind framing energy systems, you got mind brain systems, you got brain waving systems, you got communication of space continuum systems of radio signals, audio signals, voicing grids, panels of antimantium. That's what I'm talking about, is understanding your circuitry system. This is going beyond everything through its systems. Okay? So if you, ladies and guys, formulate with that, you get a better understanding of what's going on through the mind braving of its body and ego systems. Now I know everything's getting a lot more complicated now. But I just want to show you what is going ahead as far as what you need to know and how to get there. The faster you get there, the better the knowledge, the better intelligence through its knowledge. But you have to have true acceptance and know that your life formations, okay? You have to believe that system. And once you believe it, you go beyond its system, okay? And once you go beyond its system, this is what you see through its body system of its mind braving waving systems, okay? And this is what happens when you work in the systems. And this is what you create through its broken frequency and its code systems, and how everything formulates through a radio signal of its communication line systems. Okay? So, yeah, you can keep watching my videos back, Trisha, but it's going to get a lot more complicated now because we're going into the mind-brain frequency systems. Okay? We've gone past the body and ego systems. Now we're going into the mind and the brain. But you have to go beyond its systems. You have to understand everything through its hydraulic systems. Okay? Because like I said, you know what's in a human vessel. Now you have to understand what's in a DNA of a galactic vessel. Hey, Angel, how you doing? Whatever you missed, you can watch back. There's a lot going on right now. So, but I just want to bring that to everybody's attention because it's very important that I give this information out. Everybody needs to know what's going on. because we're trying to go past its systems, right? I'm trying to reach everybody to a different level. So Indigo, how you doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Oh yeah, time frame. Yeah, I understand that. Here it's morning. It's Buenos Dias. Sometimes I forget that myself, you know. But everybody's on a different time zone, so that's one thing I have to remember too, because you guys are going through different atmospheres, hemispheres, stratospheres. So yeah, it's all good. So there's a lot going on, Indigo. There's a lot going on, Angel. Well, the weekend's not over yet. For me anyway. It's Sunday. So it's more of a relaxing day for me. But everything is going exceptionally well through my body and ecosystems right now. So we're high rising through its illumination and getting connected through its circuitry systems. But you have to understand how to use the mind and the brain frequency systems. It's very important now because we're going through different levels of its continuance, of its force. So but just keep up with your meditation methods, keep up with your cleansing, keep up with your formations, and really, really try to get connected with going beyond its body and ego systems now. Okay? Because every time I send out a video, we want to bring ourselves forward, right? That's what we want to do. That's our purpose. So you guys are chatting. That's good. So you guys have any questions? It's important that you watch back my video. Things are getting a little bit more complicated now. Well, actually a lot more complicated. It's not just understanding the gravitation of its earth, of dimensional of its earth, but it's understanding its gravitation of its space and how everything connects through the body and ego systems of its electronic and its circuitry systems. Because everything in space is electricity. It formulates through its hand formations of communication, right? It all has communication lines through radio signals. So the information I give you, you guys should have, a brief knowledge of it, of what's happening through your mind, brain, and systems. So we are trying to figure out our email. Yeah, I bet you they are. Yeah, you guys go through dream sequences, so you're probably going through this different kind of mind brain sequences, and those sequences are different patterns, and those patterns are different pictures through its illustrations. So yeah, so keep your illustrations, keep your drawings, and really pay attention to your mind brain waving systems. Once you get into the brain waving systems, you're going to understand its patterns through its electronic interference and everything through its connection of planets, intelligent solar systems, through the harmonic systems. Okay? But we have to go beyond its limit of its mind braving systems. Okay? If you don't know your body and ego systems, but you know your mind braving systems, you know what you have to work on, right? Vice versa. So it's very important that you understand everything through its knowledge, everything through its circuitry, and how everything connects. Okay? And that's what I mean, I'll say this again, is about mastering everything through the hydraulic system of its energy system. Another thing I want to bring up too, which is very important, is to understand your energy. Okay? It's energy around you that you have to look at, right? Because you're connected through its atmospheres, of its hemispheres and its stratospheres, the three most important elements of its space continuum, of its solar systems. So once you understand your energy fields, you're going to understand everything around its community and its humanity, of its behavioral systems. I've talked about that before, But it's very important to understand that energy is everything around you. Okay? And if you know everything around you, you know everything inside you. So hopefully that helps you out a lot better. But like I said, just keep your meditations going and really try to bring forth everything that's going through your traveling mechanisms, your connection energy waving patterns, your mind-brain waving sequences of its frame sequences, of its circuitry system sequences. Everything has segments. Everything has lines, subdividing, calculation, modification, calibration, mass. These are all different equations. Okay, this is where it comes in through the human DNA. Now we've gone through the plus signals. Okay, 1 + 1 is 2. But, I want to get you guys up into the framing system of like, what's 1 + 10, right? So that's what I mean by jumping at systems. We have to go through the hydraulic systems, the energy systems, magnetic systems, and everything through its connection of its light formation systems. And like I said, when things get a lot more complicated, we're going into the systems and how everything is connected. So it's very important that you understand the force, the connected energy force through your energy systems, through the energy cycles, through the energy fields, through your body and ecosystems. You have to know your insides and outs of the mind braving waving systems. Okay? So, very important. You guys have a lot of chatting going on, eh? Wow. That's funny. Yeah, that's actually interesting. So basically, Anna, you're trying to say that because you don't understand, right? It's beyond any understanding. It really is. It really is. But I try to keep myself formulated through its easy access of what's going through its codes and how everything has frequencies and levels of communication through the harmonic systems of radio signals. Okay? I mean, this here, guys, this here is basic for me. This is too easy. It's way too easy for me. Okay? Way too easy. And the reason why it's too easy is because I know everything inside and out through my body systems of its ego systems. I know everything is connected through its light formations. Okay? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on right now through the matrix and its grid systems. But Anna, the stuff that you miss, you can watch back. But like I said, I hope everybody's doing well. Questions or comments are great. I'm going to tap out for now. I got a lot to do. It's Sunday. It's a resting period for me right now because I work a lot with my voicing grids. So I'm going to take what we call a timeout system. Everything is you got to keep in mind frame everything through its balance of its systems because everything connects on its wires, right? So it's very important to understand your brain systems, mind systems, body systems, ecosystems, hydraulic system, energy systems, energy field systems. Then you get into the atmosphere, the hydraulic energy systematical system. Systematical is you. It's just a higher self of you, right? We've gone into that. That's like a video I did way, way back and how we're all connected, through the electrical systems. So oh, you're welcome, Angel. Just make sure that you watch my video, because it's very important to you guys to understand how to use your mind and brain frequency systems. Because now we're getting into the full rotation and how to use everything through its energy systems. So, but I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, May of Gold, how you doing? It's interesting. It's funny too, because being psychic, go to the third eye, the transformation lights. My high rising system right now, I can see a lot more quicker and know what's going on and what's going to be happening prior to the day. So it's knowing something ahead of time before it happens, right? And that's precognition. So once you tap into the mind and brain frequencies on full balance of its circuitry systems, this is what you come up with. I knew you were going to be on, May of Gold, which is great. So what's the familiarity with the communication with that channel for the interviews? Any word on that? Is there any connecting energy wave in there, or? Okay, heavy question. Maybe you can get her to, get her to see my channel, see what she thinks of it. Pick up some information, or, if she's interested in having an interview, that'd be great. But yeah, she's pretty informative. Yep. Okay. That's great. Mm-hmm. It's good that we can communicate on higher levels right now. This is what we want. We want to bring ourselves forward, right? So we can get the unconditional love of everything through its humanity, and everything gets connected through its galactic dimensional earth of its vibration. So that's the most important thing, is to bring our balance through the body and DNA structures of its humanity, of its vessels. That's what we want. That's the most important thing, right? So we're working on it. We're getting there, right? Yeah, I drink coffee every morning. Yeah, I find in the human vessel, everybody needs that coffee. It's just a major sugar rush kick, for everybody. Everybody needs that coffee, and it uprises your system, but it's not good for you, right? But there's a lot of things that, people don't like, but they take it anyway because it's good for them, right? To them, because they're used to it. And when you get used to a routine, it's hard to break that routine. So you have to try to accumulate that, formulate that, and try to find another way to either meditate, find another way to eat other habits, break those habits, eat other foods, eat more healthier, drink more healthier, be more healthier. I am healthier. These are positive, positive, positive. We've been through this before too in my last videos. So, yeah. I appreciate that, mate. Well, that's what we want to do. So if you can get her to resonate on my channel, she can see a couple of my videos. That'd be great. That would be good. Because I love to do an interview, truth of what's going on through the body and ecosystem, everything through its connection of its planet, solar systems, and intelligence. Everything that's connected in life are made through space, and how everything activates through its matrix. So, but like I said, you can email me and let me know, keep me ahead of what's going on through its community, and get her to, see my videos. So, but it's great to see everybody, it's good. Some days, you guys are busier more than others, but it's just good to see the community rising through my channel. And like I said, it's very important that you guys get full winds of what's happening through your body systems, of its traveling mechanisms. and everything that's connected through your meditation methods. And it's all communication lines, right? Try to connect with yourself, right? Yeah, okay. That would be good too. Male goal. That would be good. Yeah, that would be good, yeah. Yeah. Get everybody in the serenity of a circle, okay? It would be extremely powerful because you guys are all light formations, right? So that would be something to see or to do. Yeah. But everything is a mental process. Okay, everything has its connection through its body systems. So once you get into the metaphysical, then you're going beyond its spiritual, right? There's one thing I want to bring up to you before I go is that everybody has life and death, right? And they have to relate to that because life is death, death is life. So once we understand the true understanding of what's happening with our body systems and how we are connected, once you pass over, you go into the spiritual self fully and completely. That's what happens. So when you're in the spiritual realm, you are connected now, okay, to the circuitry levels of space continuum and its communication of radio signals. So your light formation's on the other side, okay? So try to get understandings of winds of northern, western, southern, eastern hemispheres, how you guys are connected through the spiritual realms of all connections, okay? Dolores Cannon, she did I read a couple of things about the convoluted universe, everything through the connection of the third waves, these formations of what's going on. And, she's extremely informative. She gave you a lot of insights of what's going on. You guys should really understand that. And she also talks about life and death, what happens. She's extremely informative. And she was put on that planet for that reason, to help everybody, to guide herself with books, to get everybody knowledge and understanding of what's going on with the galactic dimensional Earth. Okay? Believe it or not, when you're put on the Earth, okay, you're biological, you're human DNA of a vessel. Now, like I said, the acceptance of who you are, you become that person. Now, once you understand that, you understand your life. It has a span. The span is circulation, rotation. It rotates through a karma wheel. You either go positive in life or you go negative in life. It's how you perceive yourself through its connection. Okay? So it's kind of like you're going through school. Okay? Same thing with the light formations. You're going into the galactic system. You're trying to understand your body and ego systems. You're trying to get connected with their circuitry level systems. You're trying to understand your mind brain waving pattern systems of its cycles and its systems. Once you understand the inner and outer force, then you understand the matrix. Okay? Because when you're a human DNA, you don't understand the force. Okay? You're just understanding knowledge. You're given a human brain, how to talk, how to listen, how to observe, how to watch, how to see, how to do, how to know, how to feel, right? The five senses and the sixth, which is the sixth sense, okay? You have full collaboration with that, okay? But once you're in the galactic system, there's 21 senses, 21. And everything is connected through their circuitry systems of the hydraulic energy systems of its body and ecosystems. Now, once you understand how to use the inner and outer of its force, then you understand everything through its space continuum of its communication. Okay? Because You're on the spiritual side. And everything is connected through the mind and the brain, through the body systems. Because we're trying to take your vibration to a higher level and taking that density of alloy out of you, which is metal, right? So the more metal we take out of you, the more you see what's around you. And that's how you become its knowledge of its truth. Because everything in the matrix, everything in the multiverse has the answers to everything. But you have to understand your meditations. You have to understand its communications. You have to understand its electricity. You have to understand its systems. You have to understand its letters, numbers, and shapes. And how everything formulates through the communication waving signals of the body and ego systems that are connected through the mind graphing, waving, brain waving systems. So, anyway, I just wanted to bring that to everybody. But listening is very important. You have to understand the audio perception of its signals. Okay? The perception, the audio, and the voicing. Okay? Then you understand everything, how it formulates and communicates. So, anyway, I'm going to let you go. Yeah, I know. I got a lot to do right now. I'm just going to rest. It's a Sunday. So, but I'll keep you informed of what's going on through the galactic and the matrix right now. But it's very important that you understand what's going on through the mind braving systems, which is, it's going to high rise all your divisional levels through your body and ego systems. And that's what we want. We want to rise higher communication levels through its harmonic systems. Okay. All right, so everybody have a great afternoon on a Sunday, and I'll talk to you later. This is Andrew Weston, resonating the matrix grid system, high rising through its letters, numbers, and shapes of its hydraulic energy activating systems. Calling you. Adios.